Friends, we have studied previously regarding the process capability study and Bell chart. So we have shown you the how we can plot the Bell chart and how the process capability study can be conducted, which can be helpful to improve your manufacturing processes. So today we are discussing regarding the process centering and the process skewness. This is also an important aspect as far as the process is concerned, because this phenomenon affect your process capability and indirectly your process output, means your process yield, means whether the process is delivering the okay component or bad component, depending on the how your process is controlled and how you are performing the processes. So today's subject is regarding the process skewness and centering. So in this context we are sharing some slides. So one of the slide we are showing is having the observations. These are the observations to study the left skew process. So you are observing, these are the observations, and the mean value of the observation is 7.091. How to calculate the mean we have presented in one of our video that we are sharing in the I button, and how to calculate standard deviation is also mentioned into that. So value of the mean, that is x bar, is 7.091 and the standard deviation value is 0.0935. So here is the graph for the left skew process. On the x-axis we have plotted the observations. These are the dimension in mm. The dimensions are ranging from 6.9 mm to 7.3, and the lower specification limit is 7 mm and upper specification limit is 7.2, and the process mean is on 7.1 mm. And on the y-axis we have listed the occurrence, that is the values which are occurring frequently of from the Bell chart. So these are the number of the occurrences. So now we will go to the CPK calculation. To calculate the skewness and centering of the process, we have to do the CPK, that is process capability index. It is called as a process capability index. The formula of the CPK is mean minus LSL divided by 3 sigma. So means another formula for CPK, that is CPK is equal to mean, means x bar minus LSL divided by 6 sigma. So in CPK calculation we are observing the mean value is 7.09 and the LSL is 7 mm and 3 sigma into sigma value is 0.0395. The calculation comes to the value of 0.7772. The ideal requirement for the CPK is 1.33. 1.33 value shows that your process is properly centered, and from the Bell chart you can observe whether it is symmetrically distributed or not. So by this both combination we can understand whether our process is centered and uniformly distributed. So CPK value is coming 0.772 and required is 1.33. It means that you have to reset the process and bring the values to the center of the process mean, and it should be uniformly distributed. So another phenomenon is right skew process. So here are the observation for the right skew process study. These are the observations, and the mean value is 7.113 and standard deviation is 0.046. So from this observation we have plotted the Bell chart. So from this observation we have plotted the Bell chart for the right skew process. On x-axis value dimension mm values are plotted, values ranging from 6.9 to 7.3 mm. Lower specification is 7 mm and upper specification limit is on 7.2 and process mean is on 7.1 mm. So CPK calculation, the formula is upper specification limit minus mean divided by 3 sigma. So CPK values are 7.2 minus 7.11, that is upper specification limit, minus x bar, that is mean, divided by 3 into 0.046. This value comes to the 0.738, that is CPK value. The standard value for the CPK is 1.33, means this process is not centered and from Bell chart you can see that it is not uniformly distributed. So you have to again reset the process and then bring the mean of the process to the 1.1 value, and as per the Bell chart you should see it should be uniformly distributed. Ideally, as per the process capability study, you should consume the 25% tolerance of the specified tolerance limit so that you can get the controlled process as per the Six Sigma. So this is all about today's process, this right skew and left skew process studies. So now we are closing the video. So you are getting the proper input to implement into your manufacturing process, so that you can improve your manufacturing process to get the process to as per the Bell chart and as per the CP and CPK calculation. So please subscribe the video, share the video and like the video. Thank you to join my video. Thank you very much.